A bad boss can make life miserable. Just ask the employees of Albuquerque's purchasing division. When the city investigated claims of a hostile work environment there, it found a boss who played favorites, yelled at, and belittled the people who worked for her. That was a year ago. Tonight, Matt Grubbs is on special assignment with current and former employees who say nothing has changed.
Morale is so low. People are so frustrated.
After 4 years,
at a point she was making people sign out to go to the restroom. And these are professional people.
The people who worked for Albuquerque Chief Procurement Officer Ramona Martinez had enough.
She'll have favorites, and once you're not a favorite anymore, you become a victim.
When outside investigators looked into a workplace harassment claim a year ago, dozens of employees spoke up. Martinez oversees the purchasing warehouse where the city stocks up on stuff it uses regularly. She's also in charge of other city purchasing and contracts. Investigators found that not only did Martinez belittle her employees and play favorites, she confused them, slowing down city government, sometimes to a standstill.
For example, the fire department complained that it took a year and a half to buy cabinets. And when a deputy fire chief met with Martinez to try to resolve the issue, the report says she called him, and remember, this is a seasoned firefighter, a hard-headed crybaby.
And her excuse at the beginning was that she needed to get rid of the bad apples. Well, they're all new people. That just doesn't hold up anymore.
With one exception, every employee who was there when Martinez was hired by Mayor Berry's administration has left. Those on the inside, like this employee we agreed to keep anonymous to protect their job, say people still want out.
The majority of her employees are looking for other jobs. People want to leave there as soon as they can.
So why does Mona Martinez still have a job?
When an employee is willing to make the changes and there's not ever been a history of something of this nature before.
The city gave Martinez a written scolding and worked up a plan to fix things. Deputy Chief Administrative Officer Gilbert Montano says the plan has worked.
We have not had these complaints. We have not had these issues. We feel like we were on a new day.
That's not how the employees who came to us a year later feel.
So everybody stuck their neck out to try and make things better, and the administration's refusing to help the employees.
With the things that she has done, that's someone who should have lost their job.
Joe Rael is one of those who left.
There was no point in going and asking her any questions if you had any questions, because she couldn't really give you a correct or proper answer. There is probably not a good apple in the city of Albuquerque that could go work for that division.
We asked the city if Martinez was told to get rid of the bad apples.
And that is very accurate. I believe that one of Blue's directives to Mona, or to the procurement officer, was to do exactly that.
But investigators could not find a single performance review completed by Martinez.
Shouldn't she be doing performance reviews to let the bad apples know who they are, or at least document them for the city?
Absolutely.
And that didn't happen?
According to the investigation and what's been reported, no. And that, once again, is something that has to be corrected.
Some employees told investigators they suspected Martinez's real job was to run the warehouse into the ground, force it to close. The city denies that. However, it does plan to use another outside contract to evaluate whether the warehouse is needed. One way or another.
Just to stop that work environment, that's what everybody was hopeful for. It's toxic.
Employees who want it to stop may get their way. Matt Grubbs, KRQE News 13.
The city says it has not yet hired a consultant to look at whether it should close that purchasing warehouse. You can read more about the investigation online. Just go to krqe.com.